Hey there, welcome to Newsstream TV, happenings across the globe at your fingertip. Do well to like this video by giving it a thumbs up, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy.
Alright guys, this is getting very interesting. There is rising tension tonight as fresh reports confirm that United Nations Working Group and the Human Rights Panel have officially queried the federal government of Nigeria. Okay guys, before we hit the news proper, remember that during the late President Muhammadu Buhari, that should be 2021, the United Nations Working Group wrote to the Nigerian government directing President Muhammadu Buhari, the then president of Nigeria, to release Nnamdi Kanu. They even asked the president of Nigeria to compensate Nnamdi Kanu for violating his human rights. You understand? For violating his human rights. So, it's really getting very interesting that up till now, Nigerian government had never listened, and the way it's going right now, they are not ready to listen as well. On the November 20 is the final day of this matter, and that day is going to be a historic day in Nigeria. Today as well, the 44 honorable members have written to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu demanding him to release Nnamdi Kanu now. Yes, they say you dey give amnesty to bandits now. You dey enter peace deal with bandits. Why can't you release this man? Why can't you release this man? So, Nigerian government is now under pressure. This is not a speculation. This is a major international step that could force the government into a corner within days. And what happened next will shake the entire nation. So let's break it down first. It be like say this Kanu matter don't reach another level entirely. The United Nations, they just summon country anyhow. Then they only do them when they see say fundamental human rights don't enter gbege. This week, the UN Human Rights Panel sent official query letter give Nigeria. The letter they ask why Kanu still dey detention against court orders, why they never obey the appeal court judgment of 2022, why they not obey the Human Rights Working Group when asked Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu as well, whether Nigeria they violate international treaties when she signed, and whether DSS don't block Kanu access to proper medical care. My people, if Nigeria not respond with strong evidence, wahala go blow. Two things triggered the UN. One, fresh motion when Kanu legal team filed recently. They write the UN again, say Nigeria, they ignore every ruling, both domestic and international. Number two, the recent report from global rights groups, the Amnesty International and some European groups, don't submit new documents showing, say the DSS no dey allow doctors of Kanu choice, court dates, the way when they play Nnamdi Kanu for court, you understand? And they say Kanu heads they deteriorate, even if say court they try ignore that part. The UN see all these updates and say enough is enough. Nigeria, explain yourself now. The UN deadline, Niger must respond. The letter not be anyhow letter, it gets deadline. Nigeria must submit official response, defend the detention legally, provide evidence, say trials, they fair. So if Nigerian government fail to respond or respond nonsense, the UN fit issue urgent appeal, violation report, formal condemnation or hearing invitation. And the worst one, recommendation for international sanctions, not be joke. So this is not what they should play with. Normally, Nigerian government no dey fear local court wahala, you understand that part. But when United Nations Working Group enter matter, it fit lead to pressure from US Congress, it will also lead to the European Union human rights sanctions, suspension from certain international programs. They go see freeze of some military corporations. Remember, say Nigeria they depend on foreign aid, security support, international borrowing, and global trade rating. You understand? So this is not what they should play with. So the United Nations condemnation they affect all of them. Now only tension when they Aso Rock right now be that. So Kanu defense team they hear the UN move, then talk say this is the beginning of international accountability. Nigeria must answer. They also warn Nigerian government say you no fit do retrial when you never settle extraordinary rendition matter, because the courts they try to ignore that part. They if in fact Justice James Omotosho no wan even touch that part. Why he no wan touch am? You no fit hold am without obeying the appeal court discharge order. Jurisdiction must be addressed first before any trial talk. Dem believe dis the United Nations pressure fit force the federal government to negotiate or release Kanu. So this is getting very interesting, my people. Inside Aso Rock, the gist dey fly up and down. Some people dey advise Tinubu say release am quietly before the United Nations embarrassment go too much. Others dey shout say ignore the United Nations matter, national security stand, maintain national security stand. But low-key tension dey because UN query no dey take months. Sometimes 72 hours response window dey apply. So if Nigeria fumble, the United Nations fit escalate am sharply. These three big, things fit happen. The United Nations Working Group or publish official violation reports. If dem do am, the matter go scatter international media. Number two be say the US, the UK, the European Union fit issue joint statement. This one dey always follow United Nations step. Number three be say the federal government fit consider political solution because the heat no go allow dem keep quiet again. One point is clear. Kanu case don re-enter global front page, and this pressure no go reduce anytime soon. So my people, this UN escalation is serious, and Nigeria must respond carefully. The international community is watching closely, and what happens over the next few days will determine the next phase of Kanu's trial and Nigerians' human rights record. Abeg, what's your take? Stay tuned.